What's poppin', everyone? Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a fantastic week. There's some strange with my lighting. Hello, Soma in the chat. MVP week after week. How's it going, Soma? Now that's better. How's it going, my man? Welcome to the stream. Happy for everybody to be here. And as always, it's a pleasure to be here for you guys. My name is Andy, the Artist Arsenal, and I'll be your host for this stream because there's nobody else in the room. Alright, so in today's forecast, we're gonna start our 6th character from our 7 Warrior campaign. And as you can see, I have a lot of energy today, so I did not swim. I went to bike. I went to do some biking. And I'm less dead. But I'm so happy to be here for you guys. And today, we have the choice between two. The fox or the elk. We'll let the fate decide. So, let me show you what we have so far. And let me just switch my screen. So over here we have the first one that we start. Oh, oi. There we go. So first one that we started with, it's Paw, our little wolf, who's slowly getting there. We're gonna work on him. We're gonna work on each of them one by one when it comes to put the armor in. And then what was it? I think it was Tooth, little small mouse over here. A lot of work to do with the ears. They're still too geometrical, and the hands and all that. I think Tooth needs a little bit of polishing. And then we had Horn, which is our new addition to the cast. So, Mongolian Ram Warrior. And then we have Claw, our lioness. Jesus, I'm having... This is one all geometry. Let me see if I can just isolate her. No, I can't. And it's a heavy... Yeah, it's... Oh! God damn, this thing is yeah, this is 15 million polygons. Give me a second. Let me just do something all low. You know what, this one, let's put it over here, just like so. I think it's gonna be less. It's 10 millions, all right, just a bit less. So yeah, then we had our lioness, Claw, and lastly we did Stomp. Jesus, we did Stomp, our bear Viking, and let's see it with all its glory. Yeah, sorry for all the movement and flashing, but yeah. So that's Stomp so far. I did a little bit of work off stream, putting in some fur, just to have a general idea of how he would look like. And I'm pretty digging where it's going. All right. That's what we have so far. So let's go back to this file over here. I think I'm going to remove the last one I just merged. And this one, let's put all low. All right. All right. So now we're going for the 6th one. Let us spin the wheel, spin the wheel, spin the wheel. All right, so I just duplicated a bunch of time elk and fox just to make it more interesting. Still 50-50, but at least it's a bit more pleasing to the eye than just having two 2 thing. Let's paint that thing. And it's Elk, the winner. Which the name was Antlers. Antlers. So this one is a more medieval knight. And still humanoid. But yeah, we're gonna make an elk. So in 2 or 3 weeks, we're gonna make the fox. Fox. Samurai fox. So, as always, let's grab ourselves some reference. Yeah. Elk. Well, first, let's grab some realistic elk reference. So, using our PureRef software. Ask later. Hiya. Alright, so I'm gonna put this one on another screen just so we can see more pictures on the stream. And actually, I'm gonna put it right here. You don't see it, but putting it on the screen that I have my system. Alright, so first off, these antlers are amazing. Let's grab those. And I kind of want to do something exaggerated like this also. So we're gonna see. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm not a expert of animals, but I was always intrigued. Like, I know they use it to defend themselves. But what the hell is it? Like, is it part of their bones? Is it part of their, like, anatomy? I mean, here it looks like it's part of their bones, but how freaky is it that the part of your bone is like popping out of your head? And apparently I heard that they break and they just regrow, and yeah, that's funky. Like, imagine us like just walking and a part of your knee just grows, and sometimes it breaks and just regrow, and like, what the hell? Yeah, funky. Yeah. Alright, so this one I like. Also, it kind of looks a bit like the bear we did. So the neck, very, very furry, and then the rest is smaller fur. So that's a good thing to note. So this one, I think I'm gonna take it also. And what sound does an elk make? Interesting. All right, that's that. That's good. That's a good one. That's a nice, cute one, actually. And what else? What else? Oh, come on. Kind of cool. That's more like a moose, right? I don't like the fact that most of them are like hunters. Hunters taking pictures of deers they shot. What the hell? And what else? What? Oh, that's one. It's a nice one. All right. Oh, that's a great one. That's great. Okay, so now let's see if somebody had this kind of idea in the past, and maybe we can find some. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Let's go concept art. Okay, that's cool. Let's grab this. Let's put it And another section on my pure ref. Kind of like this one too. These are AI generated. This one's nice. Yeah. Did I already take this one? I'm not sure. No, I didn't. Yeah. Now what? I'll remove the concept art because I kind of like this one also. And let's go with the different description. So elk druid. Oh, that's cool. That one's nice. Grab that as a reference. That's really nice. And I think it's gonna look weird at first because oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, that's a what the fuck? Yeah, it looks like a bunch of drawing. Yeah, no, that's ugly. I don't know. First glance, and it was. Oh, that's better. Let's see. Then no, the other one. This one. This one is nice. Oh, that's cool. Right. I really like this one. This one also pretty cool. The fact that he has this element over here and the third eye or crystal, that's really nice. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Ooh, that's really neat. So, you know, I had this inspiration pretty much of these styles of warriors. These ones over here that has like big antlers. But I wanted an actual elk to wear this armor, so it's not like somebody who pretends to be an elk. So yeah, I kind of dig this this idea that the warrior is the elk itself. I think with that we're pretty much good and we're set to go. I think let's see if we have the last one. Oh, that's crazy. That's really nice. Oh, kind of an interesting aspect. The mask could be cool. And I just saw real quickly. This kind of fur is very cool. I'm thinking we're gonna add some elements like that. No, that's a sick piece, man. That's amazing. Man, that's awesome. Very nice. All right, so we'll get started. I think we have everything we need. And you know what? Oh, that's cool. Let's grab this one also. Oh, oops. Let's grab this one. All right. So let me bring my pure ref file. Let's put some cleaning. That, grab these. Normalize size. And arrange optimal. That's good. Same over here. All right, that's good. I think we have a bunch of cool stuff that we can play with. So let's see where we can go. So this one, I like the fact that he has a shield and the hammer and this little tunic. But in terms of anatomy, it's a bit different than what we have. And I kind of wanted the elk to be the tallest one. So we're gonna go more for a lanky, tall and lanky build, a bit like this one, but a bit less savage. In terms of face, I kind of like the fact that this one looks old, but I'm thinking more a bit like this, more of a neutral age, or like this, either like a young elk or like middle age. Now, the 1, 2, 3, these ones, they look pretty much just the face that I'm looking. As for the antlers, I think we're gonna go freestyle with them. I kind of like the fact that for 3D printing they attach to each other. Kind of something like that could be cool. The elk is, the antlers are going to be a little bit improvised afterwards. In terms of build, for bodybuilding, so this one with the lengthy bones like this, I kind of like the fact that this one is also well armored. So maybe a build like this, but with an armor like this. And definitely we're gonna have more metallic parts, like these ones, or these ones. And he's gonna have a shield and a sword. So that's the weapons. The weapon of choices for this character. And maybe we're gonna add a little mask on top, something that he can clip on, like maybe an armor like that can clip, but instead of, kind of looks like a mask, but instead of like having a flat, it's gonna be round. And could be also just like the eyes could cover, like a bit like Batman. And like I said, maybe some element of fur over here. The dagger here, it's a nice idea. Being the guardian of the forest, could have more than one weapon on him. And yeah, I think maybe the face like that could be nice, but I'm more looking for a thin face, so something like that. All right. Let's try this out. Let's remove this. Don't need it anymore. Just gonna grab this and scale it up. And then we have some real faces, just so we have a better understanding of the anatomy. All right, so let's start over here. We're gonna move these around here. First off, let's build the scale. It's gonna be the tallest guy. Okay, that's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 7 and 8. That's good. Alright, that's good. Let me just hide these for a moment. That's good. So first one is his head. So these ones, we're just gonna move them just over here. Just want to see. He's gonna be a thin guy, so don't worry too much about the difference between his head and Stomp head. Stomp is like a big chubby bear, and if we compare with Claw's head, it's bigger, it's bigger, it's bigger. It's just, yeah, it's just Stomp that's bigger. That's fine. Alright. Let's grab this. Let's put it over here. Squish this. I'm gonna duplicate, make the neck. Duplicate again to make the torso. Torso has to go. That's the head. Torso, and these are the legs. I'm gonna use like four heads in terms of scale for the legs. Gonna work on the shapes a little bit more afterwards, but I still want just to have a general idea. Can duplicate just the neck. Make some hips. Torso is definitely gonna need some help afterwards, but just want to place the elements first. So small hips, and I'm gonna bring the head instead. I'm gonna copy the head. Like that. Now we gotta look at their legs. So again, we're pretty much having the double elbow action over here. 1, 2. And look at this one over here. So 1, 2, and that the little sabot. Just like that. So it looks like it's really half and half. Since I'm using these ones, I'm just gonna lower it 4, and then we're gonna use half of those, so 2, to build this part of the leg. And this is gonna go like that. Gonna grab my move topological to make sure that I'm not moving the tibia. Something like that. Oh wait. Oh, it's the opposite. Whoops. So I'm gonna auto group, isolate this one. I'm gonna move it here. Wait, hold on. How the hell? Oop, oop. So backwards, front. Backwards. Okay, it's like front and backwards. Here we go. Still gonna do some work on all the pieces. That. Try to move a little bit quickly for this part. Not too quick. Nice rounded shape over here. I think the leg should go backwards a little bit. And then let's grab the head again. Let's duplicate it. I'm gonna rotate this thing like that. Let's put it flat on the ground. And it's a bit like what we did with the RAM, actually. Oh, speaking of which, we have the reference right over here. Yeah, exactly. So front, back, and downwards. Yeah, I think that was... Yeah, okay. I forgot the front first. So we can hide that. And go over here. So this one. Backwards. Just a bit smaller. This one. Forward. And we're gonna need another one. Oops. And this this one we're gonna bring it downwards and put it backwards. That's quite ugly, I know. Whatever. we're gonna make it work. The leg is a bit too lower. The big part of the leg is super small. Like that, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. Okay, that's good. Then over here, way smaller. Let's rotate the whole hip. Let's move that right over here. A slight rotation. All right. Well, that's that. And this one a little bit more upwards. I'm having a bit more challenge for this leg. So we're starting. All right, so that's good. I think it's gonna look nice. It's a bit big again. We can tweak it. All right, so for the arms, let's this and this just a little bit pointy stuff. All right, for the arms, I'm gonna bring in a sphere. Right, let's adjust a little bit the torso. Sniper in the chat. What's poppin', man? It's been a while. Why are you crying?
Is he crying? That penguin crying? What'd you do to that penguin?
Alright. Peace and love, brother. That penguin is... That's good, that's good. Alright. What's going on, my man? Alright, let's scale that down. Let's bring it to a natural A pose. A bit like that should be good. And finally the armpits, not the armpits, the forearm, sorry. A little bit longer, a little bit smaller. And just a natural bend over here. Now let's remove these bubbles because they're kind of distracting for me. Let's mirror and weld and see what we have so far. And we can always tweak. So definitely not enough shoulders. And the torso is a bit, yeah, actually it's the hips. We need more hips. Not to work today, but I didn't want to miss the stream. I got you in the background while working. That's great, my man. Thank you, thank you. Hope you have not a rough time. I know it's a lot of work, but I hope it's a lot of work that is easy to do and not too frustrating. And I appreciate the fact that you're here, my man. Right here, let's adjust a little bit the anatomy. Feel like the shoulders should go a bit broader here. All right. Shoulders need a little bit of help. Like that. Give them a little bit of shape. A bit like this. Let's bring them a bit closer. Rotate them. Myself a little guide over here. All right, so let's start with the head a little bit more. And okay. This is a nice side view. Kind of looks like a bit of a triangle. Whoop, like whooping up. So going over here. You know what? Let's save. Page 7, and we're gonna create a new one. This is antlers, and antlers. Block out. Oops. Block. Yeah. Block out. Yep. All right. So that's that. Oh, as always, it looks ugly in the beginning, but yet we are at the beginning and the blockout, so it's super fine. And it looks like crap a little bit in the beginning. In the beginning. Alright, so that's good. Let's put this over here. Let's put a little jawline. In the beginning. Such a classic video. For those who didn't see it, it's a pastor who's trying to say beginning. He's really struggling. In the beginning. Oh, man. Alright, so here, let's just flatten that head a little bit. Already we have a better structure of the head. We can understand a little bit more how to fix the body. So this looks like this, and you know what? I'm gonna start using clay buildup. And I kind of lost my glove. I don't know where it is, but are you gonna be able to work without it? I kind of miss it. Alright, so that's good. Like this. This we can carve in a little bit. Something like that. Just a little bit more like this. And the back looks like super flat. Let's that. Alright, so that's good. Just for some idea purposes, and just to have a general look of the character, let's make some temporary antlers. So over here I'm gonna go like that, and we're gonna create let's at least have some inspiration. This one's look nice. I don't want to look at the stylized ones. This one so far I really like it. That's cool. Oh, I kind of dig this one also. Let's try it. So it goes from the side and then goes in front. So we're gonna go. Yeah. Here I'm gonna lock the start. That way I can kind of rotate it. Alright, so that's that. So it goes a bit more upwards. And then over here it bends. That. I just want to adjust one thing. These go smaller. There we go. A bit more. It's good. Yeah, a bit more. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's Go back to shaping the antlers. Going over here. And we can kind of make a little stop over here and going back with the curve. And maybe it goes forward. Ah, no, I kind of like the fact that it goes upwards. But it could go backwards. And then from here, oh, let's stop this. Can start another one. But these ones, we need them to not grow in the middle. We can kind of curve them. These tiny bits are going to be maybe problematic when it comes to printing them. Though we can always inflate them. And then over here, let's have one over here, like that. Let's increase our size just a bit. Yes, sir. That. Like I said, we're kind of going a bit freestyle for the moment, but can always go back and either remake them, which is not too hard, or we can modify them. I kind of feel like they would need to be a bit more spread apart. So I'm going to isolate the head, split hidden. Wait. I want the antlers. I want the antlers. I want the antlers. Thank you. Why am I having a duplicate? Oh. That's strange. Deleted them. There you go. Alright. So like that. Let's turn them. Yes, sir. And let's scale them down just a bit, not too much. And we might turn them a bit over here. A bit more upwards. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Now, let's fix that torso, because it looks like a mess. Like the arms are a bit too big. I'm having trouble to control myself when it comes to muscles. I tend to make them always too muscular. Yeah. It's like I was rooted with the superhero model and the Dragon Ball model where everybody's like super beefed up and alright, that's better. That's better traps. Now over here, I think I'm gonna bring that. Too much roids in the river water, yes sir. I kind of like this small waist thingy. Protecting the forest on Tuesday and putting steroids in their body on a Wednesday. Alright, I think that's good. So far so good. Over here we need a little bit of a belly. That back. Yeah, so far I'm kind of digging where this is going. Let's compare to our characters and see if it fits. It's a super giant mother, but I think it'll work. I think it'll work. Alright, let's move this. Let's move those forearms. Tricep needs to go back over here. There we go. You know what? Another reference that I kind of like is when I realized it kind of started the idea. Elder wood skin. Some fans of League of Legends are gonna be happy to see this. Give me a second. If those in the chat can kind of guess where I'm going with. Let's go that. So the idea came from this. Hecarim, the Elderwood skin is very, very nice, and kind of wanted to do a version of a knight that's also an elk. Oh, I know Hecarim is more like a centaur over here, but the design of the Elkwood was very nice. And we're gonna add these images to our reference. So this goes over here. This goes over here. This goes over here. All right. So could go a bit exaggerated in the torso like Hecarim, but I think it's nice like that. Kind of want the opposite actually, to make it more skinny. Because everybody's like beefed up except Tooth. So I'm thinking maybe a skinnier knight, but he's so freakishly tall that he's strong, right? And I also love the fact that it's like ruins that is making his armor. You might take a little bit of these ideas also. That's a jacked up deer. So over here, I think it's a good time to start dynamishing. But we can slightly create ourselves some guides. So over here. Create a little rib cage. Goes over here. Don't worry, he's not gonna starve. We're gonna make some adjustment to his belly. So here, let's make some folders. So here we want the head. I'm gonna make the antlers over here. That should cover everything, and the neck. The neck is gonna be here. Yep, that's good. Then torso. Let's just rename it torso. And then here, I think the hips, we're gonna bring it to the lower part. So let's put it lower body. The legs go in there, the feet goes in there. And then we have arms. Let's hide these and let's focus on the torso. So, in the meantime, what are you guys up to for this weekend? Got any plans? Do we have some people in vacation? Do we have some people just getting back from vacation? I have some people who have some plans. Oh, by the way, yeah, it was last week. Yeah, last week I saw Spider-Man, and it's great. It's a good movie, guys. You guys should see it. It's a good Spider-Man movie. Not too much of Marvel fla-fla, meaning that like it's not a Spider-Man movie. Like, I mean, you know how it says Captain America Civil War, but it's pretty much an Avengers movie. The Spider-Man movie is a Spider-Man movie. So it was very nice. Over here, let's get some muscles. Just fixing the anatomy a little bit. Nice movie. And for those fans of Marvel, there is a after credit scene. If you didn't see the movie and you're wondering if it's worth to stay, there is one. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but there is one. There is no first after credits, at least not in the regular version. If you have a a special edition movie that you went and there's a two after credit scene. Well, my bad. But the first one we didn't see it in the regular section. But if you want to wait the whole credit, yep, there is one, and I'm not gonna say it. Soon they'll make a movie about Elkman. Yes, I think they already did a movie about a monster that looks like an elk. What's the monster that looks like an elk? Is it the Chupacabra? No. There is a legendary monster that looks like an elk. You see it often in games. I don't remember. If you guys can remember, just write in the chat, because I do remember. There's a like it's a monster that has a elk bone face. Can't really remember, unfortunately. So here, let's make a division for the pectoral. So good thing to note here is the rib cage still continues. And I tend to stop my rib cage. Like, not sure if I did it with the other. Well, stop is a bit more chubby, so you wouldn't see his rib cage, but can't forget about the rib cage. So over here. Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm having going to see Avenged Sevenfold in concert. It's gonna be great. It's been a while I didn't see them. Well, actually, I never saw them, but it's been a while I didn't listen to their music, so it's gonna be a bit nostalgic. Alright, so that's good. I don't want to make him too beefy. I'm just gonna make some small anatomy, and here we're gonna make a little belly because he looks like he need a sandwich. Alright, I think that's good enough for me. How's the back looking? The back is looking horrible. Put somebody here. Let's make a little line for our guide. And let's build slowly the back. Making those traps a little bit pop. Making a little hole and then putting the rhomboids. Then you have the lats going through the armpit. And that should be good. Let's make a little belly button. Let's make it smaller. I think I have that's ugly. I have a very small amount of definition, but we can still understand what's happening. Alright, let's see with your arms. Let's work on those arms. Let's make some subdivision, not subdivision, but just divisions of our muscles. Let's dig a little bit over here. We're gonna make that elbow. You know what, let's start with the elbow and then build from there. So with the elbow, we can create the tricep. Tricep here. And we have our rear delts. And here we have our lateral delts, and here we have our front delts. And the bicep, we're gonna isolate them. Bicep goes underneath, goes here. Gonna make it a little bit flatter. Flatter on each side. Make that little kind of capsule look. From here, let's work a little bit more the tricep. Super primitive work. And then we have the brachialis. And we have our forearms coming in. Forearms on one side, the forearms on the other side. Can kind of dig this part. Kind of dig. Dig this part also. And use this one a little bit more inside. That, and this one goes a bit flatter over here. Just squish this a bit. And from here, let's do our other trick. I'm actually gonna grab it from let's grab it from horn over here. What do we have? So I don't want this. Okay. First off, I'm gonna grab this, duplicate, then I can unhide everything. This I'm gonna delete hidden. Then I'm gonna remove whatever's part of that shirt. And I'm gonna cut this part, delete hidden. And let's bring that hand. I'm sorry, I know the reference are blocking. So over here, a bit like that. Just trying to shape it so it fits a little bit more for our character. See, I feel like he should have a little bit longer hand. That, and let's just bring it over here. I feel like the forearms are a bit too long. I think this character is gonna wear a glove anyways, so it's not gonna look as weird as it looks right now. I just want, thank you. I just want to scooch it. Okay. How's that looking? That's a small ass hand. Yeah, it's too small. Um, a bit focused. Sorry for the silences. I'm just trying to concentrate so it doesn't look weird. I like that. Either the hand is too thick or the arms are too small. So let's remove this hand. I'm not a fan of it. Let's see if there's another character. You know what? Let's grab our tooth hands. Oh, I just want this one. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's already better. Here I'm gonna inflate. Wait. Uh, Happy accident? Maybe? Let's save. I kind of like the happy accident of having like big forearms. Yeah, kind of like this. Obviously, we're gonna work on those hands afterwards, but so far, I think they're a nice placeholder. Might have to squish them just a bit. Like that. And we can work on the forearm afterwards also. Wait. All right. Looking pretty good, pretty good. Let me grab a little sip of my shake over here. Oh yeah. All right, 11:16. Let's see if we can make some nice legs. So for this one, I'm pretty much gonna base myself on this and a bit of this and the actual anatomy of the legs. Just unfortunate that I didn't grab really like side view. This one looks good, but they cropped out the little parts of the foot. Oof, sorry. All right. Let's hide the hands, hide the arms. Let's focus only on the legs. All right, I forgot. I don't have my glove. All right, so over here, let's grab some muscles on the legs. Let's carve this and flake and put some mass. Let's can isolate it. I think I'm gonna work on one leg at a time. So auto groups, yeah, it's kind of fused together, right? Yeah, it fused together. Like that, close hole. There we go. Auto groups. Yes, sir. All right. Over here, let's work in those inner thighs. The big chicken thighs. I think I'm gonna go with Dynamesh over here. Making that knee. Carve a little bit on the outside of the knee. And work on that quadricep. Even though it's an elk, it's gonna start a little bit like humanoid style leg and or work afterwards on the anatomy part, on the bottom part of the leg. Yeah, if you saw the other episodes, you're used to the type of legs we're doing. I think all the animals have those double elbow style leg, double calf, double hamstrings. So create a little line. Bum bum bum. Gotta get used to doing this. And it's been a while. I didn't sculpt. Been doing a lot of the Kickstarter, and guys, we are so close. It's soon the pre-launch, so be on the lookout for that. We're gonna put a bunch of ads also, so you might see my little face and our intern little face maybe. And the Mighty Dwarf chessboard is gonna be out soon. So if you want to grab a early bird price, stay tuned. Otherwise, you will miss out on that opportunity. Still gonna be able to get the file on the official website, which is still in construction. But yeah, if you're interested in having an exclusive price on the Mighty Dwarf chessboard, some little gifts also. I think it's a great product that we made together. And also, if you're interested in having actual prints of the Mighty Dwarf chessboard, whether it's the TTRPG bundle or the chessboard bundle, you're gonna see when the Kickstarter launch. Be there very fast. They're gonna be limited, and afterwards there isn't going to be any of them. So I'm planning on having more digital store than a physical store. So they're gonna be super exclusive. So be on the lookout for that. One of a kind AndyArtistArsenal chessboard, Mighty Dwarf chessboard. And who knows? Maybe one day you'll be playing your dwarf chessboard with your friends. And they're gonna be like, where the hell did you find this chessboard? And you're gonna be able to say, it's one of a kind. Nobody gets it. Nobody has it. It's one of a kind. It was the first one. And I got it. Huh? 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 You want to be that game. You want to be that game. Alright. Looking way better than what we had before. So now we're gonna work on that foot. Again, I'm gonna work on one side. Now this should be smaller. Maybe not that small, just yep, that's good. So make sure to follow on the social right here. So when the pre-launch is out, you're there, you're first. You save your spot, and then when the launch is open, you're the first one to know. You can get access to all the early bird prices before everybody else. You just grab them, get the hell out of the store, and then you're like, yeah, have my stuff. Whoops. Just want to copy the foot. There you go. This one goes there, goes there, goes there, and goes here. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, just grab the leg and pull some. There we go. That's better. Now I know. I could get the legs from the horn and just kind of tweaking and all that. But where's the fun in that? Well, you did it for the hands. Shut up. I didn't do shit. Oh, this is me on my daily basis, having an argument with myself. There it goes, so that goes over here. And for those who are wondering, the intern is having their midday nap. They worked hard doing nothing. Yep. So, yep. Chilling in the living room. Mame. Alright, so thinking that's pretty much close to done. And now for the foot, I think we're just gonna. Oh, you know what? I have a little trick that I can do. So over here, let's grab that. Yeah, let's grab that and put it in the center line. And look at it, look at it, look at this. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna trim. I'm gonna go from the middle, and then oops, from the middle, cut it. Going from the side, cut it. Mirror in the well. Fail. Do it again. Okay. Go a little bit more in the middle. Mirror and weld. And then we have, and then symmetry on. Let's scooch these parts. Grab this, put it over here. Oh. Scale it down. Smooth the whole thing. Mirror and weld the last time, just to make sure. Grab the bottom part and scale it down so it's flat, flat, flat. And we have, god damn it, we have our foot. Jesus. Alright, so that goes over here. Alright. Scale it up just a little bit. Put it down. Oh yeah, that looks nice. That looks quite nice. Mirror and weld. Mirror and weld. Put our arms back. Delete. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, I don't want to delete this. It's our buddies, right? Yeah, that's our buddies. Let's call it buddies. Alright. So let's hide the buddies. This goes with the arms. Boop. Oh yeah. Looking quite cool. Huh? Looks pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. All right. Nice. Thank you, Sniper. Looks way better than before. Yes, sir. And I forgot. God damn it. I always forgot to take a screenshot of before so we can do a before and after. Damn. Oh yeah, the hips looks way better with that little tweak. All right, so that's good. That's good. Let's work on the face. Well, that's safe. Soma, I got you. I saved. Saved before you even had to say save check. Are we popping off this stream or not? Huh? Let's do it. Are we popping off this stream or not? You bet your ass we're popping off. All right. Oh my god, the face that I would have if it would have landed on that. All right, so let's work on the face. I like this face. It's nice. It's swell. It gives us a lot of information. All right, first off, let's duplicate this head. Open the folder. Let's duplicate this head. Okay. And I'm gonna hide the body and everything else except the head. We're gonna need some ears. And for those, I like to take a primitive, a cylinder, and let's just pop these ones over here. Making them a little bit more thin. Well, they look like they're way back over here. But I feel like this is pretty much a nice place to have them. And from there, let's do a bend curve on the y-axis on this instance. Scale that lower, put it a bit more pointy. All right, I think that's pretty good. Yes, sir. All right, from there, let's work on the actual structure of our character. So over here, I think I'm just gonna, I'm gonna isolate them though. I don't want to be affected by the ears right now. All right, so here it looks like they have like kind of, I don't know how to say it, but it kind of grows around the antlers. You have that valley going up and then it slides in all the directions. I think we're gonna grab the move tool and just make them really connect with the antlers. And then with the clay buildup, clay buildup, we're just gonna carve in. Here, just gonna carve in a little bit more. Now here you have that kind of line that goes over here. It's the bone, I'm guessing. So let's try to mimic that. So it looks like it's going this, and we can carve this part. And we can carve a little bit underneath. Have around the eye, with eye sockets. We're gonna exaggerate a little bit with the jaw also. So carve this and get back. I feel that's pretty much a nice place for those eyes. And here, I'm trying to make those eyebrows. Now it looks like all this is the eyebrows, so we can kind of try it and see if it works. So first off, I'm going to carve all this, and then place those big eyebrows. It's slowly transforming into a dragon. But we're gonna work on it. All right, so that's good. So here I can see a little bit of cheekbone. Let's see if we have another reference in the face. Yes, that's a cheekbone right there. Or the equivalent of a cheekbone. Yeah, so that means we can carve this spot a little bit more. Going like so. Now this one for sure, I'm not gonna bother doing an open mouth on this one. He's pretty much gonna be more of the passive knight. More of one that's like super confident, that never screams and been to war multiple times. Became one with being a knight. Something like that. I'm gonna grab Dam Standard and just separate mouth. Oops. I wanted clay buildup. And we can try to create that jawline, classic jawline that I do. Feel like it should be a bit longer. Yep, that's better. Something like that. Let's pop some eyes. Place it over here. Scale them down a little bit more. How's that looking? Bit too forward. All right. Weld. And you know what? For now, so we can have something that's readable, let's duplicate them. And from here, I'm gonna trim. Duplicate. Trim like that. Close hole. Grab the other one. Oops. The other way. Like that. And from there, can kind of move it into the location we want. And these ones. Let's make them nice and circle. That's good. Yeah, how's that looking? Well, let's bring everything together and just see how everything fits. Now, I think these spheres, I can delete them. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, it's the backup of the head, and I think we don't need it anymore. Yeah, looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. Little buddies, we're gonna move you a little bit more to the left. Now, definitely I feel like these shoulders are a bit too big. So let's adjust that just a little bit. I feel like they're too broad. Something like that. Yeah, that's better. The form a little bit less exaggerated. Still a little bit more, but just a little less. And with the buddies, yeah, yeah, it looks nice. All right, feel like the biceps are a bit too big. I think that's why I'm having this kind of dilemma with the arms. All right, I think it looks pretty good for a blackout. So let's work a little bit more on the face. Let's adjust a little bit the neck. Bring back a little bit of reference. Now I'm curious to see if we grab all the eyes, well, all the part of the eyes over here. Let's hide everything. Just gonna grab these. Sorry, it looks confusing. Super not complicated. What I want is just to grab these eyes with the eyelids. There we go. That's all I wanted. All right. Let's see if we mimic the fact that their eyes are a bit more out. Let's see if it's not too weird. Obviously, we would need to adjust the eye sockets and the eyelids. The hell? Nah, not really. I'm gonna bring that back. There we go. It'll look better like that. Alright. So over here, I think it's a nice time to dynamish. Oh my god. Let's crank up the resolution. There we go. So let's go a bit more stylized now. We can go with our reference over here and over here. kind of like the fact that it's sharp over here, so let's try to see how it would look like. Super sharp eyebrow. Then from here, we can grab our dam standard and carve in another line over here. Then with trim dynamic, we can kind of flatten everything. So make sure it's nice and clean. All right, that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Here, just gonna create the like this part over here. So you have your lower lid and you have like a little pocket underneath that lower lid. Okay. Create dam standard. Just create a little crease over here. Oh, he's super angry right now, but I think I'm gonna calm him a little bit. Gonna raise those eyebrows. Trying to raise them a little bit, not too much. Yeah, like a bit less angry. Okay, so over here, we can grab our dam standard and really separate that line. And try to make a little bit more of a mouth instead of just a line. There we go. A little bit of a chin action. It's very well. I'm seeing some artifacts of symmetry going on. Yeah, looks pretty confident. All right, so here. Carve in a little bit more of that nostril. Obviously, we're gonna need a little bit more subdivision for the nose and the mouth. Kind of like this little bump that he has, like right here. It kind of looks more like a bull, because I'm only seeing like this part over here, so it looks like a bull, and then when you zoom out, it looks more like an elk. But it's like so much of a angry elk that looks like a bull. Chad elk, yes indeed. He's been to the gym multiple times. Well, the gym is actually his forest, so he's protecting his forest and his gym at the same time. Instead of doing pull-ups on a pull-up bar, he goes on a tree and just cracks some muscle ups right there. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Looks menacing as hell. Like, I don't know how the hell it was. He looked so passive for a second and then pissed. But I gotta think. Like that jawline is like, dang. That brewing all that grass sure works out those jawline muscles. Alright, let's work a little bit on the neck. Alright, let's work on the back. Is he mugging? What mugging? Let me also. Okay, the mugging means outclass, outshine, completely dominate someone else, usually by looking better or being more physically impressive than them. Yeah, you could say that. You can say that. I mean, he's a warrior. Like he's. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, he's meant to be. It's meant to be part of the Seven Warriors, right? So, in the end, he is better than all the other elks and slash deers in the forest, right? There you go. So, with that, we're getting to the end of the stream. And again, I am impressed at the amount of work that can be done in simply 2 hours. We took the time to find some reference. We took the time to start the project, and it's great. It's looking great. And I realized one thing. I think his head is a bit too big. Let's fix that real quick. Oops. I don't want the body. Yeah, I think we're gonna grab also the neck. Just scale them down just a bit. Yeah, that's better. Before, after. Oh. Yeah, that's better. It looked a bit too exaggerated at first. And usually if you want to make something like really big, look really big, well, first there's the size, but also if you shrink the head, like now his body looks massive, right? Shrink just a little bit more. I think that's good. What? I think that was best. Yep, that's better. All right, let's do a little turntable for you guys. Movie. Turntable. All right. So there you have it, folks. First episode of Antlers, doing the block out. And so far, so good. So far, I like the way it's going. And let's grab our buddies. If we look at the tooth, this guy's massive. So yeah, we'll have all of our warriors ready for battles very, very soon. And it's looking great. I feel like every character fits great together. And once we have the final poses, the final armor, I think it's gonna look very, very nice. Super happy. Let's see if I can just make that a bit more fitting. There we go. Thank you for coming to the stream. It's been lovely having a lot of interaction with you guys, and hope you have a fantastic weekend. Be on the lookout because the Kickstarter will pre-launch very, very soon. So be on the lookout over here in the socials, and for sure next stream I'm going to talk about it. And hopefully next stream we're going to talk about the pre-launch instead of just saying the pre-launch is coming. So yeah, thank you for coming to the stream. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share with your friends to make sure that everybody has a part of this channel, make it grow, and allowing me to make more content for you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I love you all. Peace out, and I'm gonna see you next